All right, Courtney, walk us through Apple, what you see here. Steve laid it out from Macs to phones to iPhone 14s and more.
Yeah, and Apple definitely has a lot of headwinds that they've been facing, as do a lot of your mega tech firms right now. I do like Apple. I think they are going to be better positioned than a lot of your other mega tech cap firms, specifically because they have so much cash on their balance sheets, which is going to put them in a better position to weather through any down period that we have. And specifically seeing some of those PC and iPhone demand problems moving forward, we're going to really have to see how much of that is impacted by additional sales of their higher end products like the Pro and the Pro Max. But they really do have really good customer retention rates, a really long-term addressable market, specifically in your emerging markets. So as a longer-term investment, I definitely want to make sure you have a piece of this. I am not overweighting it by any means. I do think it's still going to have some pressure here. But you're seeing even today, those prices are getting sold off. I would start to look at some of these as an opportunity.
All right, very interesting. Let's move on. Thank you, Steve. Let's move on now to Amazon. The stock down 32% this year, losing more than $540 billion in market cap over the course of a year. In an effort to offset higher costs, Amazon has shed warehouse space, it's shuttered its telehealth division, it's frozen hiring in some of its retail businesses. Deidre Boza joins us now with the story on Amazon. Hi, Deidre.
Tyler, you just said it. Amazon took all of these steps earlier this year to become more efficient, and thus the street is expecting it to return to profitability this quarter, which would actually be a contrast to what we've seen from big tech so far. I mean, they are profitable, but that efficiency piece has really been missing for the likes of Alphabet and Meta. Amazon may deliver on this. However, keep in mind AWS growth. We are expecting a deceleration here. A sharper than expected one would likely hit the stock, and this is after Microsoft warned its cloud may slow in the quarter ahead. Also, this is the all-important Q4, the holiday quarter that we are going into. So guidance here is going to be extremely important. As a reminder, Amazon tells us what to expect in terms of the current quarter's revenue and operating profit.
All right, let's switch to you, Courtney, and find out what you think about Amazon. Thanks, Deidre.
Yeah, and Amazon really is two stories here, right? So I think we think a lot of them is their e-commerce business, which has been their bread and butter. This very well could actually be the first year that we're seeing more profit coming from their AWS or their services than their products, which I think is really important for their longer term story, because that is going to be a lot more important to their bottom line, is a lot higher margins for them. That long-term, I think, is a great story. But even on their e-commerce business side, I think they have a lot of things they're starting to cycle through. Like, for example, some of your supply chain issues are starting to go away, and I think that's going to help them. Again, I am not overweighting this right now. I think that along with all of your large mega taxes, we're in a higher rate environment. But I would start to look at this long-term investor. These are going to start to be good entry points.